I do believe I know why I'm quite different from the majority of the VO artists today. Now, I'm not promoting or prescribing the following. I'm just offering this unique perspective. So you have to do you, and you have to think through this. And I'm just offering the idea that I think I'm fairly different than a lot of the mainstream voiceover talent out there. I don't mean to be different. It's not like I had this master plan to say, I think I want to try to go against the stream, go against the flow. I just didn't do that. I didn't have a master plan to be different. Yet I think I am quite different. Just a few examples. And if you look back maybe a month or so ago, I did quite a few things that I don't and do that a lot of other people do and don't do, kind of reversing that. But for instance, like quickly, website. I don't have a functioning website right now. It's been hacked and it's kind of been destroyed, and I haven't put a new one up. And it's probably been about 4 years. Coaching, I do learn from other coaches. I watch quite a few videos and read and things like that, but I've paid for very, very, very little coaching over the year. Conferences, never been to a conference or a meetup or anything like that. And at this point, I don't see that I will. Maybe that'll change. Demos, never had a pro demo made. I've always done do-it-yourself demo. Now, I did work in radio, so some people will say, well, you produced many, many hundreds of thousands of commercials, if you will, and so you do a pro demo. That's fair enough. I think it's not like I'm a novice. Nevertheless, I've heard a lot of pro demos, and I think they stand out better than mine. I'm not a professional demo producer, and I think they do a really nice job, and mine isn't up to snuff. That's the point. And by the way, my demos are 5 years old. That's not bragging. I have to keep evaluating that. Are they current? Do they sound right? All of that. As far as agents are concerned, I have one official agent that represents me down in Chicago. I haven't heard from them for about 5 years. I don't make any money on agents. SEO, like Google positioning, I just don't worry about that. It just doesn't, it's not in my purview. And then Fiverr, some people say no Fiverr, no Upwork. Well, I made about $500,000 in Fiverr in the last 6-7 years. So there may be other ways that I don't fit into the mold of the average VO talent in this industry, but these are the ones that come to mind. So why? That's what I went about trying to answer. Why do I think I'm different in all those ways? Ways that lots of VO coaches, you watch them, maybe they're your coaches, they would say, these are absolute musts, all the things I don't do. These are absolute musts. Well, I'm not 100% sure, and I have to be honest, not 100% sure. I think I'm getting close, though, to being 100% sure. I think it comes down to 3 words. 3 words. Direct email marketing. Direct email marketing. Maybe something else will make itself more clear, and maybe some of the items that I mentioned earlier, those will have to change, and I'll have to get a website, and I'll have to update my demos, and on and on and on. Those things I might have to do. But I think the main reason all of those things aren't such a big factor for me is because of direct email marketing. Persistent, patient, persevering direct email marketing for over a decade. Direct email marketing has made up between 60 to 90% of my income over the years. And this last year, it was $800 shy of the $200,000 mark. And so it's not that my business is like, what do I want to say? It's not like it couldn't be destroyed. I have to still be very careful and do a really good job every single day. It's not like I can just be willy-nilly and say, well, I don't need to worry about this or that. I pay close attention to those things. That's not my point. I just think that there's a strength that when you stay in direct email marketing, which is diversity within diversity, remember we've talked about that, then I believe that that gives you such a foundation of so many recurring clients that you've developed over the years that you have a bad week with one client or a bad month or somebody goes out of business and somebody else picks up and you fill in the gaps. And so that's why I do believe, I think I'm different, and I think there's still success even though I go kind of counterintuitive in my voiceover business.
Against the grain.
Against the grain, but a lot of people are catching on with direct email marketing.